Maria, back with another video. It's morning. I don't know exactly what time it is. It's like 6 something, but it's the usual time I get up. And I'm getting prepared to go to work today. I'm glad it's Friday because I'm extremely tired, as I'm always. But anyway, I am going to continue my videos and, just kind of talk things out. I've decided to release, a lot of frustration of situations that I had to deal with. I didn't talk about them before because I felt as though I needed to be respectful, and I kept thinking, well, you keep being good and setting an example, this will blow over and everything will work out fine. It didn't. People took advantage of my kindness and just, made the whole situation worse. And it's gotten to the point where, you can't change that. I can't change how people are, and I do know that there's a lot of evil out there. But I will, today I was just thinking, and I was laying in bed for about half an hour before I actually got up. I was thinking, gosh, the world is so filled with so many disillusions. Like, I never shot or had very high aspirations, but I thought my aspirations were realistic. And I just felt as though, I was looking for what I needed just to live a basic life, and it's like, you get denied the most basic things, in this world, and a lot of it can be controlled by just a phone call by somebody who doesn't even know you. We live in a very, very scary world. So I'm trying to pick up the pieces. I'm trying to be, positive as I possibly can be. I will say that I'm devastated that, I'm having to give up something that, was one of the things that meant a lot to me. And I felt as though I was on a good road, But here at this age, it's like, wow, really this is all going to be taken away from me. Interesting. So then I have to figure out what I'm going to do now to start all over again, All because of bullshit on Facebook. That's not even real. Like, I'm not even associated with any of these people. I'm not associated with anybody. On Facebook, I'm not really closely knitly associated with anybody here in town, So there's a lot of speculations and rumors that are going on. And, you can ask my neighbors. I mean, I don't really leave the house. I mean, I don't go anywhere, And, put 2 and 2 together and, calculate timelines and figure things out. I mean, I go to work, I come home. And, like I've been saying, the persecution of somebody who is innocent is just very, very shocking. So, what do I do now? I mean, I can think, okay, well, all I can do is, keep making videos, keep plugging on, and, try to pick up the pieces, I should be employable. I mean, I don't have any skill that I can market. Some people are like, well, you know about employment laws and stuff like that. Yeah, I do, and, but that was something that I was going to use for my employment, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I really don't know. There's been talk about people my age, starting over in a different field, and it's like, but they make that choice themselves. It's like they wake up one day and they decide, hey, I'm tired of this. I'm going to go try something different, That wasn't my choice. That was not my choice. But, I'm kind of lost right now because I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I don't want to stay here forever, and I don't want to, I kind of really need to be off on my own right now. I don't need to be thinking about, worrying about any more intrusion and Piggy's weird family, although I think I made it very clear. I mean, these people are very hard-headed, and their sense of entitlement is just like, it's unreal. It's unreal. But I'm not associated with anybody right now. So that was another message I needed to get across. I don't have anything to do with his family, my family, or even, my son's family, which would be the Collins family. I guess I don't know what their last name is. I really don't. It just goes to show you how much I don't know them. But his father's name is Bruce Collins, and I don't have anything to do with him. So for Bruce to, be involved in this, I did ask him for a reference, but for him to, like, take any control or make any, steps or whatever, I find that really offensive. So I don't know about, whatever the case is. I'm not in any way associated with anybody at this point. So the only person I have in my life is my son, and so, and he's not going to make any decisions, not at the age he is of me, I'm a grown woman, so I'm basically a victim of a serious injustice that really sees no end to, like, or not anybody has taken any steps to rectify the situation. It's like, wow. They basically screw your life over and then just set you out on your own to figure out things on your own. It's crazy. They deserve to be sued. They really did. But I think that's clear to see. I mean, I'm very glad that I can remember the timelines. And it's so funny because it's like there's so many people involved in this that, like, I remember thinking about these people before, like Selena Bruce, and then I remember Mary LaDouche, and it's like I start remembering them just recently, and there's so many people involved in this that it's just like, my gosh, for a girl who goes to work and comes home, there has been so much BS over shit on Facebook that I believe originated from Facebook, and then how, Steve Murray could let influence coming to his, Steve Murray and Karen, for that matter, Johnson could allow, people to come in and basically dictate stuff. It's all mind-boggling. But anyway, I don't want to go into that right now. I'm more focused on, like, the rest I'm going to get this weekend, and I do want to start just kind of getting things cleaned up. This house is a mess. I want to start throwing some stuff away, and I don't know what's going to happen. I would like to find a job somewhere else and get out of here as soon as I possibly can, but I can't put a timeline on that. I wish I could. I wish I could just snap my fingers and be gone. But, I'm not comfortable with the fact that, you could be completely innocent and gossip could basically take over. I mean, people have always gossiped. They gossip way too much. And what angers me is that they act on this gossip. I remember when I was working at the Murray's place, like, every time I'd walk, there was these field laborers, every time I'd walk by them, they would start gossiping, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I'm sure these people must have been a part of the Facebook crew or something, and I'm going to let these people know, including these people, who didn't speak English, by the way, and I'm not saying that to be facetious, but that just goes to show you how, these people are generating so much interest in something that, they're even talking. And I'm like, look, I don't know. All of this stuff is something that you just make up. You're making it up for your own entertainment. Because I didn't do anything. I have deleted my Facebook. I unfriended everybody on my Facebook account. And then, of course, I inactivated it again. I inactivated my Facebook account indefinitely, probably. I think I changed the password because it was really weird. Like, when I logged in the last time, it looked like somebody had accessed my account from, like, Korea or something. So for some reason, I think there was a lot of people who had the ability to access my account fraudulently or something. I think it was, I don't remember, but it was basically, it showed me like this time where somebody had actually accessed my Facebook account. I must admit, I'm pretty damn popular on Facebook, which is really, really weird. But yeah, I completely inactivated it because it's like I really think that Facebook is creating a lot of the gang stalking problems, and people are acting on stuff just based on gossip, and people's lives are getting turned upside down, and shit, just crazy stuff. And then you got people coming out of the woodwork, like all these people I haven't even thought of before in a long time. Like, I don't think about my son's father. I don't think about him. You know, I knew he got married, I think, sometime back in 2003, 2002, 2003, something like that. My son went to their wedding. I just figured, you know, everything was just went on with their life. Now, whether it was Bruce or Jennifer, his sister, or Terry, because I think I saw Terry come to my house just recently, which I wish he'd get the hell away from my stuff. I resent the whole thing. I really do, because their heart wasn't in the right place. This was just their way of hurting somebody. I doubt that their intention was very sincere. So, yeah, I'm irritated with that. It's just crazy stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, well, how do you pick up the pieces? How do you pick up the pieces? You know, they're going to throw you out your field after, you know, you've done nothing wrong. They're going to grant other people, you know, these privileges that they didn't even deserve. Well, everybody, I think, deserves a fair chance, you know, equally. But I'm just saying is, like, you know, when me exposing the Landry thing and bringing up the Roxanne thing, it's like, well, obviously that was, I'm not trying to throw people under the bus, okay? That's not the point of it. The point of it is just to show there was clearly, this was clearly an act of discrimination and basically something set in motion just to hurt somebody, which is really bad. So you wonder, you know? So, you know, what do you do? You know, I don't ever want to, I would never do anything to set the wheels in motion to destroy someone's life, and I will never do that. I am always going to be very careful about what I say about other people. I try to be, you know, especially something that can change someone's life. Gossip can be dangerous. I'm not saying you can't talk about other people, but you need to watch what you say, what you do. What else want to talk about here? Yeah, the harassment issue. The harassment issues are just ridiculous. You know, it's like, you know, why would you harass somebody, you know, just for making a decent living, or somebody harassing you because you don't fit the stereotypical image of an African American. In their mind, they feel, oh, African American people, they can't be geniuses. There's shitloads of African American geniuses that existed. You know what I mean? I'm not and I hate using that word too, but I mean, I'm just saying it is harassment to come in and harass me for that reason. Also, if it relates to sexual harassment or something, which I've said this before, but, you know, it's like, you know, it's a constant barrage of shit that I didn't ask for or deserve. And, you know, the more I think about it, I think I also mentioned this before too, about me, you know, keeping that to myself. I really don't see any reason to talk to anybody about that. You know, I really don't. Because, like I said, I've seen people put their little bragging things on Facebook, and everything from, you know, their the time they went out on the weekend, every drink that they had, you know, specialty drink that they ordered from a bar, you know. I've seen all kinds of Facebook posts, you know, about their current updates and everything, and, you know, I understand it, that the whole point of it is being social, okay? But some of it, you know, I've read articles about people just getting downright pissed off about the bragging that goes on Facebook. So it wouldn't matter how I said it right away or postponed it or whatever, or tried to be humble about it and keep it to myself. The result would have been the same, you know, because obviously people feel jealous and competitive over anything and everything. Just like when sometimes you buy a new car, they get jealous over that, you know, or whatever. That's one of the reasons why I try not to adopt those kind of, that common way of thinking, because I don't want to be like that. I try to stay out of that stuff as much as I possibly can. I don't care what other people have. I really don't. I don't. I think my sister Lisa has always been that way, and she's always wanted to, you know, evoke a response in me that would, you know, try to incite me to show some sort of competition. You know, I'm the kind of person, like, if I can't afford something, you know, or if I think it's something I'm not going to use, like my sister's got like 2 huge big screen TVs, okay, and I know she probably, I've only seen her use one. She keeps one in like another room, and the other one she uses mostly, and I don't really watch TV, so to her, it must frustrate her to no end that I don't care about her TVs, but we live in a world where everything is for show. That's just how it is, okay? And If I did have a big screen TV, I probably would buy it, put it in my house, and say nothing about it. You know, I just don't see the point in doing that. But anyway, about my aspirations. So now my whole life has changed. It has been spun around. It has been reassigned based on something that I didn't do and choices I didn't make. And, you know, I feel like, gosh, you know, I feel like, what the hell? What happened? Like, how is it that all this can happen to a person and nobody rectify it, and then instead make it worse? You know, throw you out on your own to try to figure out what you're going to do, and they leave you basically here to your own devices. You know, that's just like, wow. You know, like Laura Hill, what is she going to do? You know, is she on the horn? The same email that she sent to put me on a blacklist with sending it off to other agencies, is she going to sit here and try, hey, you know what I'm doing is wrong? You know, she going to fix it? No? Probably not, you know. Crazy. And then, you know, all these other people. It's all wrong. So that's my biggest concern. It's like, okay, well, you know, at this age, what do you do? Like, what do you do at this age? You know, I truly don't know. It'll probably change a lot of my goals, you know, and things that I'm striving for. I don't see any point in doing a lot of things that I was going to do. You know what I mean? There really is a reason to, you know. But the only thing I really care about is finding a nice new place to work, and a place where I can go in, do my job, and go home. You know, I don't want to really be overly stimulative. You know. And I could get like a small place to live and just live out the rest of my years. That's pretty much all I really care about doing right now. My life is more about survival than it is anything else at this point. And yeah, it is. It's seriously about survival. It's about serious survival. You know, it's not really about anything that I can really apply myself to anymore. It's just everything has completely changed, and it's like it's left me. And some people say, well, that's not true. You still need to get out there and believe in yourself. I totally believe in my abilities to do whatever, but I am now put in a system that I can't fully trust anymore. Like, you know, my interactions with people have changed. Everything has changed in my life, and I have to slowly but surely. You got to come to that realization. It's like, you know. Nobody really understands this program unless, of course, you're in it, you know, and that's my point. That's exactly my point. You know, it's like, well, how do you start over again? You know, I don't want to rely on my son. I don't, and I will not do that. And I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't want to live with my son. It'd be nice if he could come and go, but I really don't want I need to be alone. I really do. So if I could just find like a little apartment, you know, somewhere, and a job that I can go to. I don't want to really work around other people at this point anymore. I mean, just a few people. I mean, the social interaction would make things normal and kind of level things out, but I don't think I really want to be around people anymore. This has put me into a very fragile state. I mean, so these people, I resent the fact that people thought that they could make up their mind for me, and people don't know me, and I hope that they learn from this lesson. But anyway, I gotta go pack my lunch, and I will be back with another video after, maybe during my lunch break, or maybe after work. Have a good day.